So one of the biggest frustrations that I see with project businesses is that there's a gap between the GP that is actually delivered on the financial statements and the GP that they're costing at. I would look at three areas. The first would be looking at the fullness and accuracy of the costings. What that requires is that there's an alignment between the way projects are costed and the way the reporting is delivered on the financials. So everything above the GP line on your financials needs to be in your costing template in essentially the same format. And so often there's things in there such as costs that are relatively fixed that are not taken up in the costing template. So that's the first thing. The second thing, and one of the most common areas for discrepancy, is in labour recovery. So especially project businesses that have a large labour component, there is simply not enough allowance for labour recovery. And so it's a great exercise to go through on a regular basis, review what proportion of labour is being recovered versus the labour that is actually being expended. The two areas that most often bring that undone is we're assuming productivity is higher than it actually is, or we aren't accounting for the genuine all-in hourly cost of that labour component. Third thing that I would say to help bridge the gap would be a hot wash process. So when a project is completed, ideally you want live project costings, but at the very least, as a project is completed, we've got accurate costs and we can see at a glance how our project actually stacked up versus how we costed it. And then there's that feedback loop so that we're learning the lessons of where the variations are and making sure that our costing process has been refined.